finish Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They give it to Williams, running right. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover or...
There he goes, left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Courtland Sutton with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
On first down, Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now it's Wilson. Able to shake, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. There's Wilson to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Chad Muma fighting all the way through and getting the sack. Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you,
but when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Darius Slay with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Green. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
On third down, Wilson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. Wilson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. On second and inches, Wilson had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Fourth down, here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. Back to throw. Duck Duckworth. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A great effort there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos take a 3-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Multiple defenders in there to bring him down as this quarter comes to an end. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Throwing on 1st down. Duckworth. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw again. Duckworth. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Off play action. Duckworth. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. K.J. Hamler, 28 yards. And the Broncos continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
14.
Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Duckworth. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and 4?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you? And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence.
And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Point after, right down the middle. And a route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop.
Puts it on the carpet. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well because you may make someone miss and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Duckworth. Open man. He completes it to Judy. Finding room at midfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. On first down, Duckworth. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL than just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 23. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
He finds Sutton crossing the formation complete.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the gun on third down, Duckworth. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Now a play fake here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this.
And my goodness, another interception. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
KJ Hamler. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Broncos take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now Wilson on first down. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
KJ Hamler.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes this score Broncos 70, Bengals nothing.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25.
pass there. Call it to 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
On first and 10, Duckworth. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 60 yards. And the Broncos get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover.
And now here is another interception. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom.
Touchdown! K.J. Hamler from 17 yards out. And the Broncos take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From way up at the 23. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Bengals are able to claw one back. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Broncos. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record. 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving them time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Chris Barnes there on the stop.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And some room to work. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books.
Over touchdown from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Up the middle they go. Green. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete.
And the Bengals are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defense in front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't see their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. But this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun, Wilson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. And my goodness, another interception. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. And now here is another interception. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Right back to him on first down. And some space here. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
50 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
On second down, it's Green. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Throwing on first down, Duckworth. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Off the play fake, Duckworth. Dancing to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw again.
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving at a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 2nd down and 3. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, it's Green. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd down now, it's Green. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now Wilson. And now here is another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Fields this. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Denver, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2.
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden.